Let me tell you something. I've fought in cages. I've battled in front of millions. But you want to know what really used to beat me? Shaving. Until now. I got my hands on this razor from House of Atlas, and I'm telling you, they brought the same championship level innovation to the men's shaving game. First off, the Atlas razor is a machine. Solid weight, sleek design, 5 blades, 0 clogging, and a precision trim edge, which flips back so I can add a layer of refinement to my shave. Then I grab the Precision Shave Cream. Thick, smooth, no drag. And I finish with their calming aftershave. No sting, just that cool, clean feeling. And check this out. They even include a magnetic hook for your mirror. That's the kind of detail that makes you realize these guys really have thought of everything. And the kicker, you can grab House of Atlas right now at Target or go online and get 20% off with free shipping at houseofatlas.com. Use the code Chael. Stop using razors that shave like garbage. Get the real deal with House of Atlas.
I have had the tremendous pleasure to come to you guys for 7 years. 7 years, there has not been a pay-per-view domestically that I haven't been at. And I share it from that perspective to let you know. Because sometimes you got to be there, right? So I'm trying to bring that to you, not trying to brag. But I have simply never been in a building that had the kind of reaction that T-Mobile had tonight for Alex Pereira. Now, I could have made that exact same statement roughly 4 months ago when Ilia Topuria fought. It was a very special night, and the reaction that he had after the Charles Oliveira, but I will let you know it was outdone. This is not how sport is done. It doesn't matter what sport you want to talk about. You could talk about the Celtics, the Lakers, you could bring up the 49ers, the Bears. It doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. You do not lose a contest and 6 months later redo the same contest under the same rules in the same building for that matter and flip the script the way that Alex Pereira did tonight to Ankalaev. I've never seen anything like it. I've never even heard of anything like it, and neither of you. I'm challenging you. I read all the comments. Tell me of something that you've seen. And not to mention the way that it was done. This was not a matter of Alex Pereira being a powerful striker and coming out and catching somebody. That's just not what we saw. As a matter of fact, Alex Pereira got a takedown. And the way that they score takedowns, I must tell you, I've never really understood. But as your resident wrestling expert, any way that you want to do it, any wrestling metric, any way that you want to do it, Alex Pereira took Ankalaev down. That just wasn't supposed to happen. I haven't seen Ankalaev taken down. Now, if there was a position that I missed, for example, in his fight with Paul Craig, if there was a position that I'm forgetting where Ankalaev was down, forgive me, but I don't know of a time that he was in that position, and I was very stunned at the way that he reacted. I would never kick somebody when they're down. I'm just speaking to what I saw. I'm not giving Ankalaev a hard time. I'm just speaking to what I saw. I was very surprised in that position. He did a very good job of covering. He really did. Pereira's trying to hit him, and Pereira's using some energy, and they're blocking him. I mean, Ankalaev's looking right at him. Now, the first thing that you need to do from an X's and O standpoint in that position is to sit up and get an underhook. You're not going to get away if you don't get an underhook. The other thing that does is it closes the distance, and the guy just simply can't hit you, right? I was waiting for Ankalaev to get the underhook, and he never tried. He stopped fighting. I asked Dominic Cruz, I'm watching this fight with Dominic Cruz, I said, hey, what happened? Why is Ankalaev not moving in that position? Why did he stop fighting? And Dom said, Chael, you missed it. He said he's hurt. He said when he went down, when Pierre got on top in the first place, that he landed a big shot and he hurt him. I got to tell you, I didn't see it. So we go back and we rewatch the fight, and I did see the shot, but I didn't think that it hurt him. And so I'm just sharing with you, like there's times in a fight where you get under fire, and fight or flight in all walks of life is very real, including in the cage. And if you pause in a fight, if you choose flight as opposed to fight, it's very difficult to unwind that decision. And that decision could last for 1 second, and it could be extended to 3 to 4 seconds. But that is an eternity when you have somebody like Alex Pereira on top of you, raining punches, using the new 12-6 elbow clause. It was just a very big surprise. And we've seen people get knocked out. We've seen things like that. That's just not what we saw. We just saw domination tonight. Look, let me give you an example. When you want to talk about domination, let me give you an example. Right now, Ankalaev and Pierre are 1-1. So a very obvious talking point as we go to match number 3. Right? You've got another option to go to Prochazka, who's not only 0-2 against Pereira, he lost both rounds that he fought tonight. They're going to Prochazka. Now, I'm not going to predict for you that Prochazka's getting the fight. What I'm sharing is between the idea of Ankalaev getting a trilogy against a guy who he defeated and is 1-1 with, the preferred option would be to go to a guy that's 0-2. Oh, and by the way, did not win a single round tonight. And what that just speaks to is the book is closed. They really closed the book on the idea. And I think that it leaves you, from a matchmaking standpoint, in a little bit of a complex position. If Ankalaev can't have a rematch now, when can he? Who's he got to beat to get back in there with Pereira, considering he beat Pereira? Who's he got to? He's going to come back through and beat other guys that Pereira have already beat. He's the only guy that beat Pereira, so getting a win over Pereira doesn't get a rematch. But that's the kind of domination it was. I don't disagree with this. I don't know any way that you could make that rematch. There's nobody discussing it. And my overwhelming point that I'm attempting to make for you is just, this is not how sport's done. I have never seen this. It was truly a remarkable moment. And coming into this fight, this was possibly the most unanticipated title fight of 2025. Possibly. I mean, people just were not buzzing. There's not numbers that are come out on the backside where they broke a gate record or there was a merchandise record. It wasn't that kind of deal. But coming out the backside, it is the most talked about title fight of 2025. I mean, the entire narrative has completely changed. And what is going to be next for Pereira? I have a level of speculation. And I'll share it with you.